Script. Imagine a world where Vladimir Putin, the long-standing president of Russia, trades the Kremlin for the White House. What would that look like? What would happen to the United States and its policies under Putin's rule? These are intriguing questions that invite us to explore the potential impacts of such a scenario. Firstly, Putin's economic policies, often described as Putinomics, would likely be implemented. Under Putinomics, the state plays a significant role in the economy. Key industries are nationalized, and the government exercises strong control over private enterprises. This policy might result in significant changes to the US economy, which is largely characterized by free market capitalism. Additionally, Putin is known for his tough stance on foreign policy, often prioritizing Russia's national interests, even at the cost of straining international relations. If this policy were to be implemented in the US, it could potentially lead to a shift in the country's global alliances and partnerships. Diplomatically, Putin has been known to favor a multipolar world where power is shared among multiple global leaders rather than being dominated by one or two superpowers. If applied to the US, this could lead to a shift away from America's traditional role as a global leader. On the domestic front, Putin's presidency in Russia has seen a clampdown on dissent, with critics often silenced or marginalized. If this approach were to be replicated in the US, it could potentially erode the freedoms that the nation holds dear, such as freedom of speech and the press. In summary, a Putin presidency in the US could lead to significant changes in the country's economic, foreign, and domestic policies. The economy could shift towards state control, international relations could become more strained, and domestic freedoms could potentially be eroded. However, it's important to note that this is a hypothetical scenario, and the actual impacts would depend on a variety of factors, including the response of the American people and other global powers. To conclude, while this thought experiment may seem far-fetched, it invites us to reflect on the importance of leadership in shaping a country's policies and its role on the global stage. It reminds us that the decisions made in the White House have far-reaching impacts, not just for the US, but for the world as a whole.